Yeah, so now I'm 23, and so it's just like basically every year it just gotten crazier and crazier. And I used to make $1 a day back. Well, the first few years I wasn't even making money off YouTube. Probably the best thing that could have ever happened to me, because then I was hooked from day one. Literally, like most people, it takes hundreds of videos before you get like one view. And somehow the very first video I uploaded at 11 got like 20,000 views, and then I was just like, oh. I fell in love, and I've been hooked ever since. Now, it's cool if you want to be a YouTuber in high school or middle school. Back then, like, you're just worried they would try to play your videos in class or make fun of you or stuff like that for it.
How did it evolve to what it is now? Was it a vision?
For the most part, it was just like, I was just trying to scrounge money so I could buy equipment. Once I got monetized, I saved up for a few months. Like I told you, I bought a microphone. I can just give you a mile high history. And I saved up for like 6 months. I mean, I was just doing video game videos, and they were terrible. But I saved up, I got a real computer. So now I can actually record the video game in high quality. I have a microphone, I'm like 15, and I just kept going and going. I had been doing YouTube pretty religiously, but I was making no money. Like this is kind of the turning point was when I graduated from high school. And my whole life, I was like, I want to be making enough money by the time I graduated to do this full time. And I wasn't. I hated school with a passion. That was the worst thing ever. Like that made me hate life. I just can't stand like having to just sit there and listen to this dumb stuff and listen to some teacher read out a book. So what I did was I would act like I was going to community college, but I would just work on videos in my car and edit. And that was kind of when I was just like 15 hours a day, all in. Back then, it was just a whole different world. Like, there wasn't really a thing as a full-time YouTuber and stuff. Dude, especially me in like the middle of North Carolina in a small town. I had like horrible acne. I'm especially back then, really awkward. It's like no one, like people would have bet $1 million that I wouldn't be a YouTuber. It makes no sense. But I just like, I have, hyper obsession and I love this. And, you give it enough time, anyone can solve it.